aces and deuces will make you feel lucky, but sevens and eights will make you feel yucky on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you very much, and welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us at home, as always. And Susan Ferranti of Portland, Maine, we thank you for that opening poem, and now we'll get to the cards. Go ahead. Janice and Bettina start loading them in. We're starting game 2 of a best 2 out of 3 match with these Card Sharks. Buck Deweese, our champion. Hi, Buck. Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Again, would you remind us a little about yourself?
My name is Buck Deweese. I'm from Riverside, California. I'm a teacher. I'm married, and my wife and I are expecting our first child in 2 months.
What grades do you teach, Buck?
Junior high school, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Had good years to teach?
Yes and no, depending on what day it is.
You're doing very well here. $6,100 in cash you've won, Buck.
Thank you.
And our challenger, Andrea Bent. Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you again.
Thank you. Nice
and
to
won't
see
you
you
again tell us about yourself?
Sure. My name is Andrea Bent. I'm from California, and I'm a housewife to a beautiful husband and a beautiful 8.5-month-old baby boy, where I'm 4 months into my second baby.
Oh, you're going to have your hands full soon. I guess you have your hands full already with an 8.5 months, right? You cut the cards?
Yes.
As always in front of our audience. And as we left off, let's see, Buck won game number 1. We're about to start game number 2. Andrea needs this one, and we'll start with a question to Buck. Buck, in some traditional Japanese homes, marriages are arranged for a couple before they get to know each other. So we asked 100 married men in a small city in Japan, when you married your wife, were you in love with her? How many Japanese men said they were not in love with their wife when they married her?
No, I think they were in love with their wives when they married them. I was in love with my wife, and I don't think whatever country you're in. I think that number will be pretty low, 35.
35 were not in love with their wife when they married her, Andrea.
Well, from what you tell me, I don't know much about the Japanese culture, but from what you tell me, if it was prearranged and they're not...
No, he said that sometimes traditionally they are prearranged. So we did not know whether these 100 were prearranged or not.
Well, then I don't think anymore. I'm gonna say lower.
You say lower?
Yeah.
If it is lower, you'll play your cards first. If not, it'll be Buck with his. The actual number of Japanese married men who were not in love with their wife when they married her is 63. Not lower, Buck. Well,
Okay.
and Buck starts off with a 7.
Let's change that card, please.
Whenever you win the question, you can change it. A king
Oh, I like
is a
that
good
king.
king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. It is a 10.
Let's go lower. Lower.
Lower than a 10. Yes, an 8.
Let's freeze, please.
Now we move over the freeze bar. Can't take those cards away, and that, of course, keeps Andrea away from hers. Andrea, we asked 100 men. Have you ever told your boss to go jump in a lake? How many men said they have?
Oh, maybe jokingly. I think my father has, and I think he's told his boss.
Is he still working there?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's vice president. I think that's why it was kind of a joke. But I don't think too many is really going to admit to doing something like that. So I'm going to say 37.
37 have told their boss to go jump in a lake.
I would not tell my boss to go jump in the lake, so I think that number is going to be even lower.
Lower than that. But Andrea thinks you can get away with that, huh? Jonathan, you're a nice fellow. He says lower, he says 37. I'm not going to try it. The actual number of men who've told their boss to go jump in a lake is 47, not lower. Andrea. Well, Andrea, your base card.
Oh,
A 3.
right. All right, higher.
Higher than a 3. An
Oh,
ace.
beautiful. Lower.
Lower than an ace. A 6.
Higher.
You're going to risk it. Higher than a 6. Another ace.
Lower.
Half the match. Lower than an ace. Yes, with a 2. Oh, Andrea took a chance and it paid off. We'll set up for the tiebreaker. I could see you deciding there, should I or shouldn't I, with that 6. So with the tiebreaker, there'll be just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Someone gets a crack at the money cards very quickly. Buck, we found 100 women who are millionaires, and we asked them, if you could wake up tomorrow as one of the most beautiful women in the world, but all of your money would be gone, would you do it? How many women millionaires said yes, they would?
I don't think so. I think the money is more important. So I think that number would be low. I'm going to say 20.
20 would give it all up to be one of the most beautiful women in the world.
To a certain extent, I agree, but you know, you think they have so much money they could buy their beauty. But I'm going to still say it's a little higher. They want the good looks.
You say higher. If they're beautiful enough, they could start over and do it again. The actual number of women millionaires who would give up their money to be beautiful is 9. Not higher, Buck. Very low. You're right about wanting the money. Buck, you have a 2.
Oh, great card. Higher.
Higher than a 2. Oh, no, another 2. And the challenger gets a free chance at a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5.
Higher.
A jack.
Lower.
We have a new champion if this is lower than a jack for the win. Andrea does it. And Buck, those 2 2s did you in.
Give me
But you're leaving us with $6,100.
Thank you. Had a great time.
Thank you, Buck. Buck DeWeese. Come on down here, Andrea. Well, you did it. You didn't think you were going to, but you did.
No, I didn't. He said,
Andrea has $200, and she goes for the big money after this commercial break. Congratulations. I hope you're going to clean up over there. Andrea spent this whole commercial break saying, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. Why shouldn't you believe it could happen to you?
It's always to the other person.
You've never been lucky?
In Vegas, yeah, but I never went on a game show before.
Well, I hope you're going to win a lot of money right now. You've cut the money cards?
I sure have.
Let's get to those money cards. Come on, Andrea. Hope you're going to have the same kind of luck that you had in Vegas. We'll start dealing out those money cards, and we'll give you $200 of new money on the bottom line. 3 cards to bet with. When you move up to the second level, we'll give you another $200. And once again, 3 more cards. Your minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card. The big bet, there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck. You got one young baby, another one coming. I know you could use it. Here's $200.
Okay.
You can change your base card on each of the 3 levels if you need to. And with $200, you're starting with a 5. Do you want it?
Okay, I'm going to go 100 higher.
You're going to keep the 5 and
I'll
play
keep it and go 100
she wants
higher.
half of it. $100. Higher than a 5. It is a 6. 300.
I'll still go 100 higher.
$100 that this card is higher than a 6.
All
Yes, right again for $400.
I'm going to bet 200 lower.
$200, half of it. Lower than a jack. Oh, queen. Oh, it's like I didn't even want to turn it over. Up goes the queen. You're back down to 200, but we give you the other 200 now.
Okay.
400 and a queen.
I'm going to bet 300 lower.
$300, lower than that queen. Yes.
All right.
700 and a good card.
I'm going to bet all of it higher.
All of it, $700 higher than a 3. And ace is great.
I'll bet all of it lower.
$1,400 lower than an ace. Yes, and a great card again. Up goes the king with $2,800.
I'll keep the king. I'll bet all of it lower. Oh.
Nothing, or $5,600. All of it lower than a king. It is for $5,600. Way to go. You don't have to jump back up there. So you've never been lucky, huh?
Not like this. No, my husband's going to die.
Really? He doesn't know. He's not here, huh?
No, he's not. He couldn't make it. He works.
I'd like to be there when you call.
Oh, thank you.
$5,800 with the 200 in the game for Andrea Bent, and we'll be right back with a new challenger after this. Back with a fine champion, Andrea Bent, and I must say, you played those money cards beautifully. You held back on the bad cards, and you went with the good ones, and it sure paid off for you. Good job.
Thank you.
Our congratulations. All right, Andrea. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards, and here comes a new challenger on Card Shark. Gordon Swain. Hello, Gordon.
How are you? Good to see you.
Fine. How about you, sir?
Fine.
Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Well, my name's Gordon Swain. I've just moved out of here from Mobile, Alabama. I'm originally from Lexington, North Carolina. My wife, Jackie, and Carrie G. and Michelle, my 2 children, are here with me. And I've taken a year of leave of absence as director of training with an insurance company to pursue some other interests out here.
Good. What are you going to try to do? If I may
Well,
ask?
I don't know whether I should say or not.
Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
we won't go into it.
All right.
It's legal, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
That's good.
You cut your cards.
Yes, sir.
Then we're ready to go. Good luck.
I'm ready.
We'll start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to you, Andrea. Andrea, we asked 100 psychiatrists. Generally speaking, do men really have a stronger sex drive than women? How many psychiatrists said men do have a stronger sex drive?
You know, I really don't think that's too high. For some reason, even though they're men, well, could be some women psychiatrists, I think they realize women's needs these days and that, you know, they have a pretty high sex drive, I think, even though my husband's got a... Anyway. Sorry.
Her voice just kept fading before we went off the air. Did you notice that?
So I'm going to say it's kind of low. I'm going to say, men.
How many psychiatrists said? How many psychiatrists said men do have a stronger sex drive?
Stronger sex drive. I'm going to say 23.
23 psychiatrists said men have a stronger sex drive.
Oh, I'm glad to hear her say 23 because there's no question in my mind that men probably have a stronger sex drive than women. So I'm going to say it's going to be higher.
Higher. The actual number of psychiatrists who believe that men have a stronger sex drive is 31. It is higher, Gordon.
Okay.
And the challenger starts off with a king.
Good, good. All right, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a king. A jack.
All right, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a jack. Yes, the 9.
I'm going to freeze that rascal.
And the challenger gets off to a great start with a 2-card advantage. Gordon, here's your first question. Okay. Gordon, we found 100 people who have a pet pig. And we asked them, do you call your pet pig Porky? How many pig owners said they do call their pig Porky?
Well, probably most people that's got a pet pig are in the South. And
why do you say that, Gordon?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of people got pigs.
A little hard to walk a pig in Central Park, I'd say that.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm talking about out in the country and all. Porky. I think people would be more original than that, but I'll say about 32.
32 have nicknamed their pet pig Porky.
You know, it just seems so good, you know. I'm going to have to say it's higher than that. I
Even
mean,
higher
little
than that.
piggy, you got to say Porky, yeah.
A little piggy is a Porky,
sure.
right.
What else you going to name
All
it?
right. The actual number of pig owners who call their pet pig Porky is 13. It's not higher. It's very much lower. Gordon, they are more
change that card, Jim.
Gordon has a 9. He wins the question and wants to get rid of the 9. A queen.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a queen? Yes, a jack.
All right, I want to go lower.
Lower than a jack for the first game in the match. Oh, no, it's a queen. It is not lower. Look at all those face cards that Gordon turned over. Andrea, it gives you a free chance to play an 8.
I'll go higher.
You won the question, and she knows she cannot change it. Higher than an 8. It is a king.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A 2.
Higher.
Higher than a 2. A 5.
Higher.
She's going to try to go all the way. Higher than the 5. Yes, for the 6. Andrea wins game 1 and $100. Oh. All Gordon had to do was make one mistake, and Andrea jumped in. Here come the next cards off the top of the decks as we start game 2. Andrea, this question goes to you. Andrea, we asked 100 single women. If you went to a singles bar with a girlfriend, right? Picture that. Went to a singles bar with a girlfriend. Would you prefer to go with a friend who was prettier than you or not as pretty? How many women said they would prefer to go with a friend who is not as pretty?
I think most of them would because they get all the dates and the dances. So I know I would. So I'm going to say that's to go with someone not as pretty as you. I'm going to say it's pretty high. I'm going to say 75.
75. Want to go with a friend who's not as pretty, Gordon?
Well, now I've read a lot about women being pretty and all, and some of these pretty women said, I think I read an article the other day that the women that were pretty were not approached as much as women that weren't as pretty, so I'll say it's lower.
Lower.
You got
Makes
that?
sense to me. The actual number of single women who would go to a singles bar with a girlfriend not as pretty as them is, he's right, 69. Gordon gets it.
All right, I won't win this one.
Gordon needs this game. Starts with an 8.
Change that card, please.
Getting rid of the 8. 2. A 6.
All right, I'll go higher.
Higher than a 6. A 4. No, it's not higher. And Andrea gets a free chance to play off an 8.
It worked last time. I'll try higher.
Saying higher again. Is she right? No. This time it was not higher. And Janice will fill in the spaces with a question to you, Gordon. Gordon, we asked 100 school bus drivers. Have you ever had to spank one of your passengers? How many school bus drivers said they have?
Well, I have two children that's had to ride the buses, and one of them's been in trouble and the other one hasn't, but the bus driver didn't do the spanking. So the spanking would have been done by someone else, so I'll say that'll be low. I'll say 21.
21 school bus drivers have spanked a passenger.
I'm going to have to go with lower because even though they might want to, they're probably afraid of like lawsuits and stuff like that.
That's something to be afraid of. Yeah. The actual number of school bus drivers who have had to spank one of their passengers is 15. You're right, it's lower. Andrea.
I want to change that card.
And you can get rid of the 8, changing it to a 10.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. It is a 4.
Higher.
Higher than a 4. Oh, no, another 4. And the cards fail the champion, so Gordon gets a free chance to play off the 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. An 8.
I'll go lower.
Taking a chance, lower than an 8. No, another queen. I didn't think there were any face cards left in your deck there, Gordon. So, with Andrea leading 1-0, we're going to take time out right now for a message of importance. And we're back. The champion has 1 game and $100. We're in the middle of game 2. Both players need 4 cards, and we're already at question 3. It goes to you, Andrea. Andrea, we asked 100 bachelors, have you ever been disappointed to discover that an attractive woman's great figure was mostly padding? How many bachelors said that's happened to them?
I don't think too many of them. I think they got a pretty sharp eye for that kind of stuff, and you don't pad.
You mean
a
you can
good
tell?
figure. Yeah, if you're slim, you don't need to pad, right? You know. So I'm going to say it's kind of low. I'm going to say 27.
27. What do you think? Higher or lower, Gordon?
Well, I don't think they would be too disappointed either way if they got that far to find that out. So I would say that it would be lower.
Lower. I like your reasoning, Gordon. The actual number of bachelors who've discovered that an attractive woman's figure was mostly padding is 39. It's not lower, Andrea.
Yeah, I'm going to change that card.
Yeah, they may have been disappointed to find out it was padding, but you're right, they could have been not disappointed otherwise. Whatever that means. Andrea, changing the 10 to a 9.
I'll go lower.
Lower than a 9. It's a queen. And the challenger gets a break with a 6. Gordon, call this one.
I don't know if there's more face cards in there or not. I'll go higher.
Higher than a 6. He's right, there's a face card.
Okay. I'll go lower.
Lower than a jack. No!
Can you believe that?
I think your deck must manufacture them, Gordon. Well, here we go. Both players need 4 cards, sudden death. Someone's going to have a long way to go. Gordon, we asked 100 millionaires, have you ever been turned down for a credit card? How many millionaires admitted they've been turned down for a credit card?
I don't know what we're getting to in this society now. You can go write a check. They tried to take my picture the other day for a $28 check. So I think it's getting pretty tough for millionaires to even get one. So I would say that it would probably be 19.
19 millionaires have been turned down. Higher or lower, Andrea?
Well, I don't think too many have them either, but maybe it's just a little bit higher.
Higher. The actual number of millionaires who've been turned down for a credit card is 6. It is not higher. Gordon.
All right.
Gordon. Now listen to the sudden death. You've got control. You've got a 9. You need 4 cards. Or you've got a 6. Andrea has a 9 and needs 4 cards, but you've got control. Play it or
I'll
pass
tell you,
it.
with all those face cards up, I've got to let her play it.
Andrea, if you can turn over all 4 cards, you've got the game and the championship. But one mistake and Gordon ties things up. You've got a 9. Call this one.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. It is. Oh, it's another 9. And right away, Gordon has tied up the match. Each player with 1 game and $100. The tiebreaker yet to come, and we're going to take time out for a message. Don't go away. All right, here we go with the tiebreaker. 3 cards up there, 3 questions here, and the question to you, Andrea. Andrea, we asked 100 men. Have you ever been fired after less than a week on the job? How many men said they have?
I think that's about a medium. I'm going to say 52.
52. Higher or lower, Gordon?
Lower.
Lower. The actual number of men who've been fired after less than a week is 9, very much lower. Gordon, you've got control. And Gordon, you start with a 9.
All right, I'm going to change that card, Jim.
Changing the 9 to an ace.
All right, I'll go lower.
Lower than an ace. A 6.
Higher.
If this is higher, we have a new champion for the win. No! It's not. And you get a free chance, Andrea, with a 2.
Higher, higher.
Higher than a 2. A 3.
Higher,
With a championship higher. Yes! Andrea does it and wins the championship. Oh! Gordon, you played a great match. You got $100 and some nice parting gifts. Thank you for joining us. Gordon Swain, come on down here, Andrea. Well, we've run out of time. Andrea Bent is going to go for more money with the money cards on our very next Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now. Have a good day.
A representative of the studio audience will receive Leonard Silva's 5-piece tea and coffee set in heavy silver plate. Includes tray, coffee and teapot, sugar and creamer. All furnished by the Leonard Silva Manufacturing Company. And some of our contestants will receive Hamilton Beach's revolutionary new 2002 Space-Age electronic computer blender. Touch controls for 16-speed selection, timer and digital readouts from Hamilton Beach Scoville. And Bissell's revolutionary new sweeper. The Century 2 cleans to the walls and around furniture with unique corner brushes. Sweeps all floor surfaces from Bissell. And the Wherever Popcorn Pumper Electric Hot Air Corn Popper uses hot air instead of oil for big, light, delicious tasting popcorn. Batch after batch, the Popcorn Pumper by Wherever. And passes to see a screening of Norma Ray. A story of a woman with the courage to risk everything for which she believes is right. Starring Sally Field and Ron Liebman from 20th Century Fox. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.